Welcome back to the Gonzaga Dynasty here. We are going to be playing our Week 1 matchup against the Idaho Vandals, and there's a reason for that. You see, none of our scheduled changes in the last episode saved, and so we have a different schedule. We're going to face New Mexico and Utah and Houston here early on in the season, and as you can see, the rest of our schedule plays out as normal, but we had to make some changes, but that's okay. We're still going to be playing some, competitive for us anyway, conference mashups here, and let's get right into it as Gonzaga defends home turf against, Idaho. And there it is, the Vandals against the Zags here in our first ever matchup. And there's our coach. We're ready to go. We're going to set up here in this stadium knowing that we're going to be a little bit outmatched today. Yeah, I know. Not exactly a matchup that we're excited for, but we got to start somewhere. And so let's start from the bottom. There we are. We're getting our screen time already. Getting ready to set off on a new adventure. Gonzaga, finally, the home of football here in the Mountain West Conference. As you can see, Timmy Gore and company coming up. And we're going to start off with a run by Mixon. This offense of ours has some pretty exciting runners that I'm excited to showcase throughout this season as we get a pass right here for a first down. First completed pass in Gonzaga football history there as Mixon gets the call here on first down. So how are you guys doing? This is our first game of our first season with Gonzaga. I'm really excited to be able to put on a good show for you guys here, and we can get some NCAA 14 content out. As you can see, Gore's going to throw, and it's dropped by Briggs, and that is going to force us to punt. We don't often take a look at our punting unit here on the channel, no matter what game we play, but it's our first punt. So we're going to see that Brantley's going to return this, gives a stiff arm, and then gets just decked out there on the return. Now it's time for the Zags defense to make some plays here as Saunders up the gut, and this is not good. That's not how you want to start. Isaiah Saunders with a 26-yard run against the Gonzaga defense. I just missed. I was in the backfield and couldn't make the play. Unfortunate for us, but there's a lot of game here to be had, and I'm really excited to see what this franchise, in college football, it's what this dynasty mode has in store for us. As you can see, Idaho running a little bit of the option defense out of the pistol set. Dylan Lamey getting some action here early in the run game. Saunders is going to take a look up the gut again, first down. It's an interesting out-of-conference matchup for us, and as you can see, something else is also interesting about the stadium. The Gonzaga on the south end of the stadium is not centered. I don't know who built this, but they must have pressed spacebar by accident after they were editing the stadium. I didn't know that until you drop into a game, and unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with that unless if we had to redo the whole franchise all over again. So we are the Gonzaga Bulldogs with the weird end zones. It's unfortunate, and it's probably going to drive everybody nuts. What's going to drive me nuts too is there's a big hit on the sidelines there by Greer. He's flying to the ball early and often, making some big time plays, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Second down and goal here for Idaho, and Lamey, oh my gosh, just runs us over. That's embarrassing. After the ensuing kickoff, the Zags have got to get something going. You can see power running is where we're at as Mixon gets nowhere. But lots of single back, lots of I formation sets for us as Houston drops it on the outside. I don't know why you're celebrating. You didn't do anything. It's our wide receivers who couldn't catch the ball. Timmy Gore looking. He's going to throw out to Briggs, and it is intercepted by Hightower on the sideline. Oh my gosh. Look at this replay. Oh, I stand by it. It's a good throw. It's just the defender wanted it more. It's one-on-one coverage. We won't know the talent of the team until we stretch them a little bit. That's the problem with these new teams in the new Dynasty set. We just won't know until we try. Offensively and defensively, for that matter. How aggressive can we be on both sides of the ball? As this game is steadily going by, as the quarterback is going to run, and I messed up on switching defenders, and Dylan gets out across the 10 all the way to the 5-yard line as Idaho looking to take an early 2-possession lead. Another option play, and he's decked in the backfield. There we go. That could be a play that fires up this defense. What can we do to turn these guys away and make this a 10-point game? Well, nothing. Josh Ellington gets a 7-yard touchdown grab, and he's in as Idaho goes up 13, now 14-0 on the Gonzaga Zags in what is a pretty abysmal start for us. We get right back to the ground with Rodney Mixon trying to establish something. As Gore's going to look here on 2nd and 4, and the freshman gets out and he gets the first down. Something I do like about this guy, he really can run the ball and make something happen that way. We have a couple running backs that are talented on this team, plus the running ability from the quarterback. I want to utilize that a little bit more here in this playthrough as Gore is on the run. Gains 3 or 4. It'll be a 3rd down and 3 here as we near the end of the first quarter. We're going to get the ball off, and Gore is tackled. I thought he could make it there. And it's all for naught as we are now in the second quarter after the punt. Idaho setting up for their offense, and it's a wide receiver sweep that does pretty well for a gain of 5. See the priority score alert on the bottom of the screen as Mississippi State looking to be upset there. There's a big hit there by our corner, number 37. But it's not enough to disrupt Lamey's perfect passer performance out here. It's going to be hard to stop this offense just because we don't know what our defense is capable of. Lamey doing pretty good at extending the play. Here's Saunders. Here's a big hole up the gut. And they have 99 rushing yards already today. Passing it to the outside here is Saunders. And Isaiah Saunders is tackled. Lamey back again, gonna throw underneath, and he's got a man for the first down and a little bit more. What can Idaho do down here in the red zone? And, well, they're just imposing their will at this point. Isaiah Saunders with the touchdown. Wow. After the kickoff, we are finding ourselves in dire straits, down 21-0 as Timmy Gore gets it, and he tries to make something happen to no avail. Only gains 2. Gore gonna look now. Play action fake to Mixon. And I saw RB, but I accidentally pressed LB and he pump fake, and that resulted in a sack. Ugh, not a good look. As there is a bullet pass to the outside to Jerry Houston. That's his first catch of the day. Gain of 22. Run here to Mixon up the middle. 2nd down and 2 now awaits the Zags. Dishing out a little bit more of this option offense. I Like I said, there's a lot of speed on this team, so very excited to see where that lands us as the season goes on, as Mixon makes a couple moves, gain of 5. It is very important for us to get points before halftime. That's for certain. Down 21 here in this first half of our inaugural season to Idaho. I scheduled these guys thinking that it would be easy. But if you've played this game, there is a great pass downfield to Grady McNeil. If you've played this game, you know the feeling that you get when you start playing a game and you know that you might be destined to lose. Or you might be destined to play a rival that is far, far lesser than you in a tight matchup. As Waldron can't get anything going. That's our second running back. 3rd down and 5 here for Gonzaga. Offensive coordinator called a screenplay here. We're going to see what we can do. Gore back. And nothing. Couldn't get it to Hassan Waldron. And instead of 7, we settle for 3. As you can see, Idaho has no problems moving the ball on us this game. They are running the ball extremely well, and they are passing the ball very well, as we haven't been able to force an incomplete pass out of this squad quite yet. But with 3 timeouts on our side, how aggressive are we going to be going into half to maybe get the ball back, dare I say it? And, well, probably not aggressive at all. But as I say that, Idaho calls a timeout. And that's going to open the door for us here before halftime. Let's see what we can do as we get a sack. A big-time sack in the backfield for a big loss there. As Idaho called a timeout after that play, giving us the advantage to get an incomplete pass here on 3rd down, or on 2nd down rather. 3rd down coming, and it's another incomplete pass. All right, here we go. Now we're going to have the opportunity to get the ball back. I know it's 14 seconds left, but I do love these aggressive plays before halftime. What can Gore do across the middle to McNeil? He's got 2 electric catches here in the first half. Grady McNeil. 9 seconds left for the Zags. What can we do? Nothing. Incomplete. It's now 6 seconds before halftime. Can we muster up some yards to make the last play more manageable? Get out of bounds, Bernard, and he does. With 1 second left, we're going to have a shot at the end zone here before half. All right, the redshirt freshman, Timmy Gore, gonna load up and see how far he can throw it. And there's the throw deep down the field, and he's got Briggs for the touchdown before half. Momentum is starting to look like Gonzaga red. Wow. Deep down the field, and that's our best play of the half. As you can see, we're going into halftime now down by 11. We won the toss in the beginning of the game, so we're going to kick it off here to start the second half. I wanted to showcase the offense right away to start this game, but unfortunately, it doesn't quite look like a very good decision, as we could really use another possession, and Greer gets the pick. User pick by Greer across the middle, and that is the play that Gonzaga desperately needed. Donnie Greer stepping out in front into the passing lane and making something happen for the Bulldogs. Let's go. This is easy now. You're starting on your own 12. Timmy Gore looks. He's going to throw, and he's got Briggs for the touchdown. Eddie Briggs making a name for himself here in his Gonzaga football debut. What a route. That was picked earlier in the game. Not that time, as Gonzaga turns the turnover into points, and after the kickoff, we find ourselves down by just 4. It's going to be up to this defense, though, to make one more play, as Isaiah Saunders continues to tear up this defensive front. not exactly getting the push from the interior line that we want, so we're going to make the change here to Olsen and see what we can do. And as you can see, not a whole lot as Saunders gets another rush over 25 yards there, and we're in trouble. As wide open, we're just messing up coverages, can't tackle. 29-yard touchdown there as Idaho answers right back. And after the ensuing kickoff, we can see just how desperate we are and how goofy those end zones are on this stadium build. But regardless, down by 11, Gonzaga's going to have to make some noise. You still have a little bit of wiggle room left, but definitely an uphill climb if we want to get our first win. Gore looks and throws, and he's got Houston on the outside for a first down. Setting up here, first down and 10, moving the ball, gets it out to Mixon again, now showing that he's a pass-catching threat out of the backfield. And we're going to turn to Mixon again as he runs for the first down. I don't want to neglect the run here, and we are left to the play calling of our offensive coordinator. And what that basically means is I ask coach, as there's a deep throw that should have been a pick. We ask the offensive coordinator what his play call is by pressing ask coach, and then we limit ourselves to those 3 plays that show up in that menu, as that ball should have been picked. 2 throws in a row for Gonzaga that should have went the other way. Third down and 10 here. Gore gonna roll out, not a lot going for him, throws underneath the Mixon, and he bulldozes a guy. First down, Gonzaga, Roddy Mixon. And he's just sitting underneath the coverage. Of course, then he bulldozes a guy, that helps, but making himself available in the passing game will get you more touches here in the run game, as Roddy Mixon's got himself a decent game, 14 rushes for 52 yards. Second down and 2, going back to that well, makes one guy miss, and yeah, you saw that. I spun backwards and did not get the first down there. But it doesn't matter, we go to our backup, Hassan Walden, and he gets the first down for us there. Mixon back in the game, churning some more yards. We got to score on this drive. It doesn't necessarily have to be 6, but 6 would help. As there's the pass to Eddie Briggs, as he is quickly emerging as a pass threat. He's not even wide receiver number 1 on this squad. Mixon gets the ball, cuts that in half as we're down to the 3-yard line. What can this team do to finish this drive as Mixon gets 2 more, needs 1 more yard? You know, on the Seattle football channel, we are not going to throw the ball on the 1-yard line. We're going to give it to our runner, and Mixon is in, capping off an emphatic drive by Gonzaga. We're not giving up yet. We were down 21 early. We're so close to getting the lead back. Now our defense needs a stop as they go back to the well of Saunders, which has been very good for Idaho this game. Our defensive front is going to be tested here in the last quarter. What can we do? There's the pass underneath, and there's the first down. A minute left here in the third quarter. I'm excited to see where this series goes with you. I just wanted to get some new football content out here. That's not just Madden 12, but is also something that has the potential to grow the channel. I think that there is still a huge audience, obviously, for NCAA 14, and as was announced this week, EA's come out and have said, you know, we got a date for our game for college football. And something tells me that even when that game comes out, there's still going to be a big audience for NCAA 14 content because, well, it's EA Sports. So, You can't trust that they're going to do the right thing there as we move into the fourth quarter. Down by 4. What can we do as Saunders sidesteps our man and he gets 1 yard? It's going to be a big third down for us on defense. Can we make the stop? Looks, throws underneath the Saunders as Dennis just gets thrown to the side. Unfortunate there. But there's still hope. There's still a chance for this team. We just need to make a play as Lamy gets out. Gains a couple. That quarterback run has been very good for the Vandals already. As they go back to it as Dennis gets shrugged off again. 2 out of the last 3 plays. Saunders has made him look dumb. 3rd down and 6. Big opportunity. And we get to him. It's a 0-yard rush, but it might as well be a sack. As Idaho sets up looking for the field goal to make this a 7-point game. And they do. On the ensuing kickoff, we're going to have the opportunity to get as good of field position as we can with McIntosh. He makes one guy almost miss, couldn't get to the outside, but as you can see, our offense have been finding their stride since the beginning of the game. Down 21 early. Can we atone for the sluggish start? As Gore's going to look, he's going to roll out. Good block there by Mixon. Almost thrown a pick there on 1st down. Offensive coordinator is now going to call play action. Is Gore going to roll out again? Gains nothing. Big 3rd down opportunity here for Idaho. What are we going to do with it? Coordinator calls that corner route that's been so good for us today. Gore's going to look, throws, and Briggs comes down with it. Eddie Briggs on the sideline. And Gonzaga has life here in the 4th quarter. Timmy Gore, 12 of 20, 2 touchdowns and a pick, but he's going to need more if Gonzaga finds their way back into this one. Mixon in the backfield as Booker's in motion. Mixon going to the outside. It is all for naught as we see here. An opportunity wasted on 1st down. We are now setting up 3rd down and 9 for Gonzaga. What can Gore do? Looks, throws, and almost a pick, and now we're faced with a conundrum of do we go for it deep in our own territory or do we punt? And I choose to punt here to give our defense a chance for us to win this game, and we're going to see if that pays dividends. Can Idaho fend off a school looking to win in their first ever start here in the Mountain West? Lots of playmakers on this Idaho front that have shown that they are talented. As you can see, Idaho really wanting to drain the clock now. It's not looking good. Lamy back to pass, and he's tackled there. Good stop from our guys, but we're going to need more. What can the Zags do on defense? It's going to be interesting. As you can see here, they are clearly in clock mode as they are dwindling the time way down. I want to save our timeouts. As Lamy outside and Greer gets the tackle there. 3rd down and 5. Big, big moment here for Gonzaga. Can we stop them? We're going to change our coverage here. We're going to push up here. If we can exit this with 3 timeouts, that would be awesome. does Idaho do here? And it's a screen. It's a screen, and we sent the blitz, and Hicks can't make the tackle. Down the sidelines to the 35-yard line. Unbelievable. As our guys can't make the stop. There's the run by Saunders. We have one timeout left. We have to stop them from gaining a first down, and unfortunately, as you can see, that's not going to happen. Saunders up the middle, gain of 19, and that will be it for Gonzaga here in week 1. We lose to the Idaho Vandals, down 21 early. We made it a contest, but couldn't overcome our sluggish start as we take the L in week 1. As Dylan Lamey gets a fantastic game, our defense just didn't have an answer for him. Unfortunately, it's not enough for Gonzaga here in week 1 as they fall to the Idaho Vandals 31-24. This hurts. This is a team I really thought we could beat, guys, but honestly, just didn't play my best here in the beginning of the game. But we'll be back here next Friday as Gonzaga will introduce their new recruits and their week 2 opponent. And until we meet again, thank you, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later.